Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Julie K here with a project share. It's a little mini album board book that I made. It's a word album. And it spells out the word believe. And it is, the board book does come from Bo Bunny. They had, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they had tons of albums out that had different words like love, friend. Those are just the couple that I can remember. But I purchased this Believe book at a craft rummage sale a couple years ago, and I just haven't done anything with it until now. So I figured it's a great way to use up some of my papers. And so for this one, I did use mainly paper from the 25 Days of Christmas from Simple Stories. I have the bigger sheets also. And so that was mainly what I used, was the bigger sheets, but it is this similar paper. And most of I'm down to mostly just the pieces that have lots of different stuff on them, not just the plain background, but I just thought I would show that one. Then there are a couple pieces of the Kaiser Kraft St. Nicholas collection thrown in there, along with some papers that just came out of my scrap drawer that I probably don't even remember who the companies are anymore. It is ring bound because that's the way it came. And I did put eyelets in each of the boards just so that it would hold up better. And so for the first letter B here on the cover, I decorated with a little poinsettia die cut and also the die cut that says the word peace on it. On the back side, I did just some paper layering with some of the pieces from the collection, just because I figured it wasn't quite big enough to put a picture there unless I reduced it. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep this album yet or if I'm going to give it as a gift, but it was fun to use up something that I've had in my collection for a while. So the next letter, E. And I did try to add embellishments on each page, but I didn't finish everything. I figured I could add more mats if I needed to add a few more embellishments. But I did leave it open or make them into tuck spots so that it's easy to slip a picture or another mat under there. Or like in this case, maybe I wanted to save a recipe or something and I could stick it underneath there. Or maybe something special with Christmas or receipts or something. Back side of this one, I did leave plain. I just decided, because you could journal on here or you could put a picture, so I just decided to leave that one plain. The next letter, the L in Believe, again, I just layered a mat on the background. I had this is a K & Company sticker that I had left over from another project from a couple of years ago, so I just was using that up. But again, I just made it so that I could tuck something in here easily. And in the back side, similar layout, just a different image. And the next page, the I. Might have to start zooming out here. This one, I created a pocket with a mat in it. So there's that side of the mat and the back. Place a picture, and I also added another little sticker right there, and then also the little heart up here for the top of the eye. And there's still room to add more embellishments after I see kind of what type of picture is added in that sector. So another mat that I just layered down, and you can tuck, again, a picture or something in here, or a journal on it, whatever. The next letter here, I created a belly band with a mat in it. Pull that out and just did some paper on there, just a little image of Santa Claus and the children on there. So this whole book is kind of a little bit of a vintage feel, and since it was the word believe, I just decided to do kind of a Santa Claus theme with it. And the back side, this one, I did just tuck some pieces of extra paper and stuff underneath here, but I created a tuck spot, or you could mat down here and just use that as a decoration if you wanted to. But I left this one kind of open for future stuff, because I figured too, if you wanted to journal about stuff or recipe cards, or maybe tuck a whole bunch of pictures under there, you could do that. And then I also just kept this in here too, which is just Christmas words, so that you could add them onto pictures and stuff once you had them already in the book. And then here's the V, and again, it's just a tuck spot again here. And I just did parts of the piece or the paper collection in here just to use for future embellishments. So I just left those in there. So I kept them and didn't use them on something else. And again here, I created a large pocket so you can stick, you know, quite a few things in here. Whether you stick pictures on these mats or you write on some of these. You know, these ones were just kind of fun stuff like, have you been naughty or nice? You could write down, you know, traditions, Christmas memories, Christmas favorites, Christmas wish list, and then, you know, there's stuff on the back side too, but you could also add photo mats in here too if you wanted to make it more just strictly photos. And the next one, I left this one pretty blank too. I figured you could do some journaling, or if you wanted to, you could put a picture there or another embellishment, just depending upon what you ended up doing with it, and just as a little photo mat there with a border up there. And this one I have a lot of spots for photo mats in here. I created a pocket and just some photo mats. Just from the paper collection. In the last page, I pretty much just kept plain. This was one of the Kaiser Kraft papers from the bigger paper collection. I just die cut the word believe down there. Easy to add a picture or, again, journal on this page if you need to. And I still might add some fibers or a charm or something to the side right here, but I'm not sure yet. So, but I just wanted to share what I had done so far. Thanks so much for watching, and you guys all have a great day.